Welcome back to the final approach. This is episode 14, I believe. Last time we went to Minmus with 2 of our crew. We got a load of science. We did that. We got a load of science, and I need to spend it because we didn't spend any after the previous mission, I don't think. So what am I going to buy? We've got solar panels there. Right, first of all, bigger engines. Let's get that. We want some smaller engines as well. Yeah, I want some small engines and really big engines and really small engines. Do I want that? That's a bit of a bounce. We get some fuel tanks. That would be nice. That would be giving the Rockomax fuel tank, which would be good. What else do I want? Stabilization. Not a massive fan of that. We got some landing legs, stuff like that. We have capsules. We got what do we got? We got sciencey stuff. EVA repair kit would be good. Got precision things. Oh, now. Communications, that would be useful, and probe core, so I'll have that. Do I want you? What's that? It's a light strip. I'm not sure I entirely need a light strip. I would like some of you because you give me more science, and that and that. That's a communitron. Antennas, so we'll have that. It's 300. Right, what's up here? Do I want mainsail? Mainsail's a classic. Skiff and cheetah, not really sure about, and Kodiak I don't really understand, but let's get that. And then we've got the Twitch engine, the Spider, the Puff monopropellant. What's that? The Cub Vernier engine. That's nice. I do like the idea of more fuel tanks. This gives me what? Shrouds, nose cones, decouplers. That's quite nice as well. I suppose I should really get this though, because it gives me the experimental control thing, and that opens up this, which gives me science lab. Okay. Now where is my docking ports? I want a bigger docking port. Where are they at? Are they around here? That's that one there. That's 160. So we're gonna have to get that. And then do I want docking? I've got grabbers. We want docking ports. Go for the bigger docking port. And then do I go science? I think I want science. That leaves me 300. And then do I want rover cans, lander cans, service bays? Ooh, I've never used that. That would be quite cool to have. I'd like to do a big landing type thing. So maybe that, or we could go, the choices. Oh, big tanks, really big tanks. Or actuators. I could actually get 2 things, can't I, on this tier? So I could go actuators for the grabbers, or I could go solar panels, static solar, thermal control. Oh, what do you think I should get, people? What should I get? Oh, a bit of more of that. I think I need to go for fuel. Yeah, I think I need to go for fuel. And landing legs says yes to me, but I think we go on a rescue mission. We go on a rescue mission to wherever that guy is on Minmus. We've also got some crew that are in orbit I need to rescue as well. So we'll take that. And I think that's us done for science. Now, I'm going to upgrade this because we've got a bit of money. I'm going to upgrade. Do I want that? Oh, I get the maneuver tool. I'm going to have that. And then what's this do? This goes unlimited if I do that. So that's now fully upgraded. That is fully upgraded. That is fully upgraded. This is going to take a bit more, but that's to get me over 500. I'm not at that point yet. And this is going to take a bit more. This gives me custom. Oh, I thought I had custom action groups available. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm getting my wires confused. Astronauts complex. That just gives me more astronauts. Who have we actually got? We've got 4. Is there anybody that I like? You have no courage. You have a lot of courage, but you're quite good. But do I need an engineer? Good point. Assigned. Oh, I can see the people I'm going to rescue. Yeah, shouldn't really know that. Let's just look away from that. Right, we need to rescue those people. So I'm going to put together a craft for a rescue mission, and then I will get right back to you. Right, you find us on the launch pad with Parsnip 2, which we're going to set off right now. And Parsnip 2 is pretty much Parsnip 1 with one set of its initial tanks taken off. And I've removed its landing legs. We've got rid of the crew, so it's uncrewed, and we've added in a probe core just to give me the ability to control it. and some RCS, just so we can bring it in close to wherever we're going. So the idea of this mission is going to be to go up, get to, oh, better start turning, get to about, you know, an 80 kilometer, 90 kilometer orbit, and then we're going to pluck 2 crew from orbit around Kerbal. We have 2 missions there, 1 for each crew member to just recover them. I don't believe we need to get their capsules because we don't have the grabby claws yet, so it won't let us do that. And then I think we're pretty much done, and we're just going to stick this on prograde. And this thing's just going to take us up there on its own. I'm not actually touching the controls right now, I'm just moving around the mouse. Because we've got a probe core now that actually allows us to just sit on the prograde, which is really nice, isn't it? Isn't this wonderful? So I could actually speed this up if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. So this craft's getting up there. We should get well into orbit with this. We've got a lot of delta V, particularly on that second stage, and the third stage, just we could actually go to the moon and back because we've got that much, you know, it's actually overbuilt, but I don't know what orbital maneuvers I'm going to need to do. And also, if this craft works, we can just use it over and over again for other missions. We can just use the same design, which is quite cool. So there we go. I did not show you the build of this, primarily because, well, it was just taking some bits off. But I will probably show you builds when they're more involved, I think. So yeah, so this one basically we just took some boosters off, and you can see there we put some tanks on, and that was about it. So now we're just going to burn sideways, maximum throttle as long as we can, until our apoaps gets up to, I'm going to say 75, something like that. And then we'll position ourselves for orbital insertion. We are a little behind our targets, so you know it's advantageous for us to do it this way. What I'm actually going to try and do, I wonder if I can actually catch up in a single orbit with one of them. I might be able to do this. We'll have a look when we're actually taking part, I think, in this mission. So we're coming on up now to what, 63. We're not, wait, it's just a long burn, just a long slow burn to orbit. Wonderful. We've got a lot of fuel on this tank, and its thrust is actually quite low when you finish detaching all of its additional components, because it's being fed up. All these tanks are full, so it's quite a weight for it to carry. So it takes a while for it to get up to full sort of maximum thrust that you seem to experience with these Kerbal rockets. It's much more of a launch profile stand that you'd get in a normal rocket launch, oddly enough. It takes a lot longer. So we are now at a point where we are going to be close in. Let's take it to 75, and that gives me a little bit of play with this, I think. Yeah, so we're going to stop that. Right, let's have a look. So I want to rendezvous with let's see, you. So set as target. Where's the other one? Is that the other one? That's the Theoles. Okay, so if I put a maneuver there, how close can I get to you as quickly as possible? Let's see. I think I'm not going to be managing it, am I, in a first orbit? No, we're not. In fact, my closest approach is there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull that back. That's going to be about there. So we want, I need to actually get this on the point it needs to be on. There we go. We want our periaps to be above atmosphere, but that's about it. We're going to just skim the atmosphere. There we go. So that's it. That puts us into a position where we can do a nice transfer quite quickly to that craft. But we'll get on with that. So this burn is going to take us just a little while. It's not going to be too bad. It's only, what, a 20 second burn, something like that. And we had time enough to do all of these things. So we'll do that. Brings us back in, and there's where I want to be. Right. So we're going to start this burn any second. In fact, we're going to start it now. There we go. So we just need to get into a reasonable orbit is what we're looking for right now. And we'll start refining everything in a second. There we go. And we're coming up to it. We're coming up to any second now. We can actually thrust down a bit, give ourselves a nice little opportunity to make this a nice-ish orbit. And there we go. That's okay. So that's 76 by 74 is not a terrible orbit for this. What I could do is I'm going to leave this in orbit, aren't I? Oh, more rubbish in orbit. That's terrible. Right, we're going to use this engine. You can see there we go, nicely detached. That thing is going to be rubbish, and it's in a really annoying orbit. So Kerbal will either remove that when I get enough rubbish in orbit, or it will need to be removed by me, but we'll see. I should have put a probe core on it. So let's see, where's our ascending? There's a descending node, so let's add a maneuver there. Right, we want a rendezvous, we want to try and get near it. So first of all, descending node, it's only half a degree. So I want to prograde this, like so. And is that actually going to cross? Right, so we're going to be crossing over on this side, okay. Right, and then what I want to do is actually move that along, okay. And now we're going to get into the annoying bit where I have to do this. Right, so I need to look at this intersect. I have this intersect here. It's the only intersect I'm going to get according to this. And I want to refine it down just a smidgen. So we're going to go a bit like that. Is that helping? Not at all. Go a bit more, get a bit more. And I'm basically trying to, oh, there we go. We've got another one. So now I'm looking at this second intercept. And I'm bringing that down. Okay. And now it's going up. So we find its lowest point, which is about there. Can this help me? No, this helps me. And now it's just about playing around with these things. And I think it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be inclination that's going to be the big one for us on this, isn't it? We've got that ½ degree of inclination, which would give us a big chunk of distance. So we're just going to play around with the inclination a little bit. And then we're going to pop this back a little bit. Too much. See if we can get it any better. 82 meters. I don't think you could do better. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So we're going to time warp to there. Now we are getting electricity, are we? Yes, we are. Electricity does run out a bit though. Now remember, this craft has a probe core, so we have to have solar panels on it. Unlike some of our previous craft where we could sort of be cheaty McCheats, we actually we need solar panels on this because that probe core uses electricity even when it's not doing anything. So you can see here, it is going down. So we need to be aware of that. And we're going to just move into a position to do this burn. We're going to do it nice on time. Right. We're looking down here because I want to look at these intercepts. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Coming in, we're looking at these intercepts. We've gone too far. That's okay, because we can RCS like so. There we go. Bit of RCS, cheeky. Don't have to reorientate the craft. There we go. Close enough. 50 meters is not a problem for us. And then we're going to just time warp to here. We don't go through the atmosphere or anything. And we're coming up on our craft. So let's see, where is the target? Where is the target? We're going to put ourselves in a retrograde to the target as soon as we pop out. So let's have a look. Oh, we don't need the RCS on because that's going to knock us out of position. Right, so there's a target there. So we're going to arrive at the target in about, let's see, 1 minute. This burn is not going to require 1 minute, so we could just close in. And now you'll see we've actually lost this. Interesting. One of the things I do find is when you time warp or anything like that, sometimes you will find these things just throw you completely out. So we're going to wait until we get reasonably close. We're going to start firing our engine and slow it down. And there, right. So now we're going to just do that. Okay, and now we're on RCS. Right. So next task, we've got to get closer. Let me see, that way. There we go. So there is the target, and we're going to do a bit of RCS. No, we're going to do a bit of that there. We're going to do a bit of RCS now, which is going to. There we go. We just want to chase it a little bit. So you see, I've actually moved our target, our velocity vector there, our prograde vector, to the right of our target because we're on the left, so it should bring us towards that. And actually, if I'm honest, I need to go down just a smidgen. There we go. And then what we can do is we can do that, and then retrograde it, And once we get close, we'll just slow it right down, and this should pull us right next to this capsule, which I think is this is it a 1-man or a 2-man capsule? That's interesting. And so we're going to just slide on down beside it, which is really nice. We're going to zero out our velocity when we get near, like so. And there we go, RC acid. And you can see we can just like that. And you know what, I could actually just keep doing this all day and trying to hold position, but that leads to crazy. So what do we need to do now? Right, I need to position this so it's on the normal, because we need to be ready for transferring crew, and I want to rotate it round like so. Right, and then we're going to tab across to this craft and EVA, there we go. Do you have a jetpack is the question. Yes, you do. So we're going to let go, we're going to activate the jetpack, and you're going to go this way. Actually, you're going to go up a bit first so we don't hit your capsule. Right, and then I want you to go forward just a little bit, and a bit this way, a bit that way, and back a bit that way, please. And then down would be good, and then back a bit that way. There we go. And then up, and grab. There we go. And board. One done. Right, on to the next one. So here we are. That's our new target, set as target. Let's see. Ooh, how interesting. Sending us. So we're actually on the right track. So let us add a maneuver there, and let's just see what this does. Ooh, what was that? What was that? That was interesting. Okay. Okay. So I think we need to change our orbit a little bit. Now, this is the annoying bit. I need to bring myself down a bit, like so, because let's see. Yeah, we want to drop out. Not too far. We want to stay in space. We may actually have to. You know what? Let's go the other way. Let's do it the other way. So this is my apoaps. So add maneuver there. I want to actually increase my orbit so that I'm out of the problem situation. We're going to put a bit of energy into this, like so. Right, that's going to do that. We're going to do that. In fact, we can just do it now. We can just do any burn now and just get us into a slightly higher orbit. There is a few different ways of doing this, but we'll just oh no, I need orbit. Ooh, there we go. Right, periaps is coming up. Apoaps is up. I want my apoaps and maybe 100. 100 would be good. Well, more than 100 would be good as well. So you see here, this is separation is going up there. That is fine. So we've got a lot of time to play with actually. So 120, because we don't have life support or anything to deal with in Kerbal, because it's stock and this is a new experience for me. Add a maneuver there. Are we going to actually at any point in the future be coming close? Right, so now we're looking and we're chasing this around. So the closest approach we've got is there. Where's the other node? It is not showing me our other node. That is annoying. So you know what, we're actually just going to we're going to warp to there. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. We're going to put ourselves, and we're going to do a proper Hoffman transfer. So that is where that node is. Okay. Right. So maybe we could just do this. Let's see. Add maneuver. Can I do it the way I was wanting? What I wanted to do is actually, if that's our our closest approach is there. No, we're actually going to do a proper Hoffman transfer-ish, like this. In fact, we're just going to set it up now. We're just going to do it now. Pull ourselves out of the orbit, so we're not got interaction. And you know, sometimes you can do nice little simple transfers, but yeah, the target is just ahead of us. We're always going to be, because it's such a low orbit, we're never going to be able to go undercut it quickly. So we might as well, we've got the fuel, we've got loads of fuel. I could actually force a rendezvous on this one. So now we're higher up, and what I can do is add maneuver node, and we can do a little pull back, and this should give us, yeah, our rendezvous is going to be there, and then we just do this a few times. Perfect. How close is that? That is, let's have a look, within 10. So let's see if we can refine that a little bit. Not that way or that way, is it? Keep going, bring it down, sea monsters, there we go. Oh, going back up again. So then we're going to do some radial in, radial out, just to move its position. And that's not going to do it. And this is going to be an annoying one, because it's going to be multiple steps. Here we go. So this is just, you're basically just walking backwards on these things with the radial in and retrograde. We're just working our way backwards. I could use bigger clicks, maybe that'll do, because I would imagine the mouse clicking is really annoying for the listeners, isn't it? So we just do that and do a couple of those, and we're going to bring it back, and if I can get within what, 200 meters, that's okay, that's nice. 30 meters, there we go, that's perfect. So take me to that node, please. There we go. So it's going to be a double rescue with one craft. That's good. I don't know if I've done this before with one craft. So burn time, oh no, that's interesting. Why is it slowed down so I'm not going that fast? So I think this episode will just be this rescue mission, which is amusing. We will see. It depends how quickly I do this, but I think we need another rescue mission to Minmus after this. We're going to rescue all the Kerbals that we can. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right. We've got about 50 seconds to our node, so we better get onto the node, get onto the orientation that we need to. There we go. So I would imagine, yeah, the craft is now, and I would love to look up this. Because I've got a probe core on it, does it use the reaction wheel of the capsule when there's no crew in it? That would be an interesting question. And then if I put the crew in, does that reaction wheel then become active? Because it felt as though I've got more control here, but it might be because I've burnt a little fuel off. I don't know. RCS has burnt off a little bit. That would be interesting to know. If anybody knows that would be really interesting to know. Is there sort of differential control of reaction wheels depending upon whether you've got crew on or not? I know that I can't use certain other things. Oh, I have done that a bit rubbish. So talking to you all, do that a bit more. Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. So I'm within within 10 meters. Oh, okay, so that was actually very good. 3 meters. That's too close. That too far too close. Right. So let's go to, what's the closest break there? Right. So go to here. Warp to there. Right. I am yet to use the alarm clock. I think we will start using the alarm clock and the maneuver node function, which I've now got. Look, there we go. Maneuver node. Oh, that's interesting. So target. Oh, I can actually. Why is there a dot beside those? That's interesting. Is that because I've been there? Am I allowed to do those and not have a look? That's cool. Right, so I can actually set those up. Okie doke. Alright, so we're going to switch the target at the bottom there, because we always do. Rotate that round, turn off the RCS, because, you know, stuff and things. We're going to be there in about a minute, so we're just going to speedy warpy up. Intersecting, oh, intersector's now moved to 2 minutes, but obviously 1 minute is close enough. So it's done that thing again where you get within a certain range, it will change the next intercept, which is interesting. Right, there we go. So better start firing my engines, I think. There we go. Now a little slow engine burn. And there we go. RCS it. Do we want to go a bit closer? Do I want to get closer? We are coming really quite nicely close to you, aren't we? Let's just pop you there. I think that's close enough. There we go. That off, position into this orientation. We're going to normal again. There we go. We love the normal orientation. If you can hear that noise in the background, is a helicopter flying overhead, which is probably delivering COVID vaccines, because that seems to be what flies over my house. Why are you getting out? Why have I got you out? Gone crazy. COVID vaccines got in the way. Right. Hello? There's nobody in it. Where's the crew? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. That's one I'd already rescued, isn't it? I've managed to... Oh, right. We've got Staden. That's Thuliuniuli, isn't it? So we've got Staden. So that's... Kerbal is the one that I need to... Right. Okay. Right. I see. That's the way it's going to be. Right. Okay. We got too much rubbish. So, set as target. Let's try this again. When do we get to that craft? There. That is where we get to the craft. So, tap that. Close approach. Right. This is going to be fun. So this is where you see me do a direct one from circular-ish orbit to circular-ish orbit. And it is possible to do. The maneuver nodes on Kerbal can sometimes be a little bit skitty with it. So they don't like you doing it sometimes. And you will lose, sometimes you will lose the maneuver node, so it gets a little annoying. Right. How close can I get you? How close can we get you? 400 meters, 200 meters, 200 meters. I can bring it close with 200 meters, I think. How low are you going to be? What's my lowest point? Yeah, I am going to be skimming atmosphere, I think. No, I'm going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Right. So 200, can I get a bit closer? Oh, yeah, that there. 80. I'll have that. 37. Right. Take me to there. A few more days. Whee! Extreme. Right. Okie dokie. Let's try that again. I should probably cut that last section out. If I was being, a professional YouTuber type person, I would cut that out. I am not a professional YouTuber. I am but a man. And as such, I make mistakes. So I don't want target on anymore. I want orbit on. Right. Note to self. Stop be stupid, I think is the phrase we're looking for. This, I'm concerned, is going to take me into the atmosphere, but we will see. Right. There we go. Now for some RCS refinement. Bring that down. So I want to bring that down as low as possible. What's my RCS looking like? Monoprop, got loads of it. Monoprop is good. Right. I want to bring that down to as low as possible. Ideally 30 would be good. Oh, there we go. 60. 60 is fine. Right. Is that 6? All right, there we go. Right, warp to there. Put me onto target mode. Okie doke. We're now going to have 3. Now, if this one is the wrong one, I'm going to look absolutely stupid, aren't I? So note to self, you know what? Rename those things, and I'll actually show you after this how to rename them. We'll go into the Space Center, and you can show you how to rename all these things so that you've actually know you've done it, and that is something that you really should do. And we should probably. There we go. Now that does not look familiar. That's good. There we go. And right. Let's do it all again. Do it all again. Right. It's not as close as I would like, but it will do. We'll rotate around so that we can actually access the craft from wherever. We'll tab across, and this is Kerbal. Kerbal is in. Wonderful. Kerbal, that did not, that wasn't good, was it? Right. That's my target, Kerbal. I want you to go to it. So we go down a bit. Right. And then we're going to go this way. Right. I want to go that way a bit. And then we'll just... You move very quickly, Kerbal, don't you? Up a little bit, please. Up a bit. Up a bit. And then... Oh, back a bit, back a bit. Up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. Forward a bit. To the right. To the left. Down, 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 down. Forward, forward. To the right, up a bit, to the right. That was right. That's right. Grab it, Kerbal, grab it. F. How is F grab? Why is G not grab? That really... You notice I go quiet whenever I do that because the keys just do not make sense to me. Anyway, board. Right. Boys, it's been fun, but it's time to go home. Right, that's the island. Yeah, you know what we're doing. Get off. Orbital, retrograde. Just fire the engines. Bring it down. I want to come down here. I want my periaps there, or my intersect with the ground there. We're coming through the atmosphere. I'm doing this fast. I'm done with the messing around. All the fuels. Get all the fuels out, please. Here we go. Wonderful. Do I have enough to just stop on a dime? I almost do, actually. I could actually just drop this. That is a good question. I wonder how close to KSC we can actually get with this. I'd rather land on the land than in the water, but I don't really mind otherwise. We're basically killing our speed though now, which is nice. That's good. And we'll just stop it there. Right, let's have a look. What we're doing. Right, guys, we're flying towards the KSC. We're still in atmosphere, in space. So I suppose we should have a think. Right, what do we want to do? Do I think I'm gonna? You know what? I'm actually gonna be short of KSC there, aren't I? So we'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, I don't have SCS anymore. Right, arm the parachutes. Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. Now, is this set to when risky? Yes, it is. Good. Right. Right, boys. Boys and girls. Staden, I didn't realise you were a girl. I apologise. Right, Team Rescue, as you are now called. There should have been 3 of you because we went to 3 different craft in orbit, didn't we? And they weren't there. There was nobody there. There's never anybody there. So, you're a scientist. You're a scientist. Brilliant. I don't need more scientists. I need pilots. I have got rid of pilots, so, you know. Right, here we go. Going through the atmosphere. I think we're going to make it over. I hope we make it over the mountains, actually, because if we land on the mountains, this is going to be quite painful because this thing does not have the parachute capability, I don't think, for a long, a short drop. Oh, come on, no. Yeah, we're going over the mountains. Okay, that's good. So we're just going to land in the fields to the far side of the KSC, and worryingly, I think the rest of the craft might actually hit the KSC. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Where's it going down to? Where's it going? It's 11 kilometers away. I reckon the KSC is about now. It's going to be about here, isn't it? So if we'd have stayed attached to it, we'd have landed still short. Okay, that's not bad. Right, we're coming down. Oh, there's explosions of things coming down. Put ourselves onto the ground. We've got about 1,000 meters to go. That's good. That opened a little early. They both opened quite early. We can speed that up though, and then I will show you how to fix the problem of what I've been doing. Right. Well, this is a long-running rescue episode, and note to self, when carrying out rescues, it's probably a good idea to get rid of the old capsule records on your thing, because then you just do it. So that rendezvous was actually completely pointless, and it took more time than any of the others. So, yeah, note to self. Other than that, look, it's a tree. It's a palm tree. Right. Can you do anything? Like, are you capable of doing anything? Can you EVA report? Yeah, whatever. Surface sample? Oh, you can take a surface sample. Okay. Right, we'll store that, and you can board. There we go. So we've got some science out of it anyway. So we'll recover that vessel and we'll see what's happening. And of course we'll take for an age for it to load up, because the loading screen takes a little bit of time to do. And there we go. We hear the noises, and then it comes on and it spins around, and there we go into thing. Right, so We got a little bit of science for the surface sample. Didn't get anything else. We're up to 19. We got some parts back. Wonderful. And we got 2 scientists. We got Carwell and Sean, whatever your name is. What's your name? Carwell and Staden. And you're wearing the correct uniforms, which is important. You are wearing the blue science uniforms. It's like you guessed. So your scientist, what are you wearing? You wear the black. Yeah, you wear the black uniform, and you're wearing the black uniform as well. Good. So my pilots are in black. My scientists are in blue, and then I'm not entirely sure what my engineers are going to be in because, well, we haven't really done much with them yet. Anybody new? Nope. Right. So how to fix the problem that we have. In here, I have some craft. We have this one here, which is Carwell's wreckage. We come down here to the, the wrong one. To the information tab, we double click on his name. We change that to Debris. Good. Theoles. Double click on that, change that to Debris. Superb. We've got Carrot, Debris, Stadens. Oh, there's that person that's on Minmus. So Stadens, we'll change you as well to Debris. Okay, now we can click on this button, get rid of it. So we got Mango in orbit, that needs to come down at some point. We got Mittler and we got Mittler's Scrape, and they are down here. Okay, right at the bottom. Oh, that's ugly, isn't it? Right, I think next episode we're going on a rescue to the Minmus. And once that's done, then we can start moving forward with some of our missions. But until then, until next time, while I keep hitting the wrong buttons, have a great one.